Hey everyone, Kevin here. In this video what I'm going to do is show you how you can modify the level of your line out signal. If you're feeding in the signal from the audio recorder directly into your camera, you're going to find this useful because the signal is probably going to be too high and that can cause clipping, it can cause distortion. Now if I clip my fingers in front of this shotgun mic, you will see that the levels start going into the red. And that's exactly the same problem you'll get if you feed this signal directly into your camera. The signal will go into the red and there'll be a lot of hissing and distortion and the audio won't sound good. So what you have to do is reduce the signal. And you can do that by using an attenuator cable. An attenuator cable looks exactly like this, except that it reduces the signal by a defined amount. For example, minus 10 decibels, minus 20 decibels, minus 30 decibels, minus 50 decibels, etc. But you don't actually have to use this. This is just a standard 3.5mm to 3.5mm male-to-male cable. You will find this line-in cable with phones, with MP3 players, with speakers, with headphones. All it does is transfer the signal. It doesn't modify it. So what you have to do is modify the signal from the audio recorder so that when it actually arrives at the camera, the signal is reduced. So I'm going to show you how to do that just now. I'm using my Zoom H6 as an example, but this process will be exactly the same for other audio recorders from Tascam, Olympus, etc. With the Zoom H6, there's two options. If you go to the input and output menu and then go to line out level, you have an option of adjusting the line out level from 0, minus 5, minus 10, it goes down in 5 decibel increments, all the way down to minus 30. So if I had to plug in my cable now, this would be reduced by minus 30 decibels. Now one thing to bear in mind is, you can see here I'm talking, my original levels have not been modified in any way. You can see here that the recording that's going to the SD card inside the audio recorder is unaffected. The line out level only affects the line out. So it's only the signal that's getting transferred to your camera, etc. that's going to be modified. You're still going to have the original recording recorded to the SD card. Now, the line out level is probably the quickest and easiest way to adjust your line out, but if you go to monitor mixer, you can do it a different way. Now at the top here you can see I've got track left and right level. I could also select track 1, track 2, track 3 or track 4. But I'm using a shotgun mic here to illustrate this, and once you've selected it, you can see that I can change the decibel level. Now you can see my levels here going up, and they're mostly in the green here, and it's between minus 18 and around minus 8. And at the left hand side you can see roughly where my levels are at. I've got the max level set about 80% of the total possible. The Zoom H6 actually allows you to go all the way up to plus 12 decibels. And if I go up to plus 12 and I continue talking at the same level, you can see that when I'm talking now, rather than being in the green and yellow, I'm now all the way into the red, and that's what I don't want. But obviously you would really want to adjust the line level in a positive way. You want to reduce the signal. Now if I reduce the signal by 10 decibels, you can see now I'm talking at the exact same level as before. The plus 12 decibels, I was away in the red. The normal level was peaking around minus 8. But now I've dropped down to an average about minus 20, minus 18. So I've dropped, as you can see, by 10 decibels. And if I drop again by another 10 decibels, this will be reflected in the monitor. You can see there again, I'm down now around the minus 30 mark. The Zoom H6 allows you to go all the way down to minus 48 decibels. And when I do that, you'll notice that you can't actually see any of the levels now in the monitor because, you know, I'm talking but the monitor only goes down to minus 32 and then it shows you a little bit. It goes down to minus 48 but nothing's been reflected. I'd have to really start making a lot of noise for it to be shown, but nothing's coming up there because the monitor only goes down to probably about minus 40. You can see there's a tiny bit of movement, but not much. Now, as you saw there, the Zoom H6 also allows you to mute the line. So that would just completely eliminate any sound coming from the line out. And just to, once again, just to stress this fact, but even though this line is currently muted, I'm still going to be able to record what I'm saying. The original recording is going to go directly to the SD card. That's going to be in 0 decibels, so there's no change there. But it's very easy to use, and you can go back and adjust the level at any time. So what you should really do is go in and test your audio on various levels with your camera, and then put the video files into your computer and listen to it with good earphones and try to see what the difference is. You know, just listen to it and see if you can hear a difference. And once again, as I said, this is a Zoom H6, but the process should be very similar with your audio recorder if you're using something different. The only difference is the interface. You might not have a line out level adjuster, or you might not have a monitor, but you should have one or the other. But I think most audio recorders have both the monitor and the line out level option, so that should not be a problem. If you get any questions about this, please do leave a comment below, and I'll do my best to answer them. And as always, if you've enjoyed the video, please do consider liking or subscribing. Till next time guys, thanks.